So there I was. I'm hovered over this John Deere 648 skidder, and it's a mess. I've got grease up to my elbows, sweat's dripping off of me, and I've got to get these fuel injectors out. I'm having a rough time at it, to be honest with you. But if I don't get these injectors out, then we don't know if we can get all the water out of the motor, then we can't put the Marvel mystery oil in it, and then we don't know if we can crank it. So it's paramount that I get these injectors out, because we need Wiley to sell this skidder so he can make some profit on his equipment. So you guys follow along, see what it's like. And here I go. I'm going to try to take these injectors out, see what happens. That was rough. How about you? I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. Like I said in the introduction, we're out this skidder. Me and Wiley took this thing apart, and it was just full of water. We let man, we probably drained 10 gallons out of this thing. But what I'm going to do, Wiley's actually at another project, and he's working on, I think it's an international semi. And so I told him, I was like, well, I'll go out here and I'll crack these injectors, try to get them out, put the Marvel mystery oil in them, and then me and Wiley would come back and try to get it cranked up. But anyway, if you haven't seen Wiley's channel, go to Don't Be Wiley and check his channel out. But we're going to take the injectors out. Let's take a look at it just for a little bit and see what the machine's all about in case you actually missed the first video, and then we'll get started pulling them out. Foggy this morning, but look at that water, that bucket full of water down there. And then these are the injectors we're going to take out. I want to say it's a 60, 68, I'm pretty sure it is. But the injectors shouldn't be too hard to, they're pretty accessible. So there's this one. Should be 6 of them. So we took the exhaust manifold off already and let it drain. So now, I'll have to fire up the compressor and blow these leaves off, and then get started. So let me go that. Let me fire up the compressor. We'll blow the leaves off the head here, where the injectors go into the cylinders. I'll spray some penetrating oil in them. Then we'll get them all loosened, and go from there. It shouldn't be. Hopefully they're not seized up in there. If they're seized up in there, we'll have a have a pretty rough time. But hopefully they won't be.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Well, I can't find my air gun. That stinks a lot. That stinks a lot. So we're gonna go, I'll just take a screwdriver and, golly, what did I do with that thing? That aggravates me. I bet I used it on something else and just laid it beside whatever I was using it on. Hey, thanks for Sunday for sponsoring today's video. Sunday is a customizable lawn care plan that you can order online and get shipped straight to your door. The ordering process is super easy, and they have all the nutrients and all the technical support that you need to make your lawn look great. All I had to do was enter my address, and they did the rest. They sent me the perfect combination of nutrients that will make my grass lush and green. You can also choose to do some add-ons, and I chose Fire Ant Fighter, and you can also do a soil sample and send it back to their laboratories. They include a soil sample plug, the container to ship it back in, and even the return label. They make it super simple to make sure that you got the best looking yard in your neighborhood. Let's get rid of some of these fire ants with this Fire Ant Fighter that I chose as an add-on to my plan. The nutrients that come in your customizable lawn care package, super easy. All you have to do is put the granules into a hand spreader and evenly apply it throughout your lawn. Go to getsunday.com, use code Hamiltonville50, and you can save 50% on your first order. Thanks, Sunday, for sponsoring today's video. Again, use code Hamiltonville50 for 50% off your first order. Yeah, that stinks. That doggone air compressor, I mean the air gun or air wand or whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to think of what I used it on last. But I sure enough didn't put it back where I needed to. Of course, I know I'm the only person that's ever done that, is not put your tools back. Alright. I've told that joke before. Man, I went to the doctor and he said I've got high blood pressure and short-term memory loss. I said, whew, good thing I don't have short-term memory loss. So, alright, I screwed that up. Good thing I don't have high blood pressure. Rough day, a rough morning already. Oh, good night. Alright, here we go. Let's get in and start cracking these things open, shall we? Yeah, I might need like a paintbrush. See if I can find like a paintbrush or something while I'm at it. Hopefully it's just, you know, hopefully it ain't too bad. Last time I pulled injectors, it was on a Komatsu excavator. That's the last time we did that. I pulled fuel injectors. And y'all, I made a homemade slide hammer, and everybody was like, it's not heavy enough. It needs to be at least, you know, 2.5 pounds or whatever. But funny how that actually come off. It actually got the job done. So probably would have been easier if it was heavier, but I had to buy what the store had. One of these days I'm going to get me a nice slide hammer. Those things come in handy. I pulled injectors out of, if y'all haven't seen that John Deere 310 series, I pulled some injectors out of, I think that's a 40-45. This is a 60-68, I'm pretty sure. But these will come out. These will come out no problem. Trust me when I say that. The hard part's going to be, once we get them out, we'll get the get everything squared away. We'll hook up the battery, spin it over, and try to get all the water, you know, spit out of it, so to speak. Now inside here, I don't know if these particular ones have it. I think they all have them, but they should have like crush washers at the bottom of them and stuff like that. But we'll have to see if they come out with the injector. Man, I'm a mechanic, so I don't know. That one right there is going to be the worst one to get to. I can already see that. There's always going to be one, right? So maybe he don't get pulled out. Maybe we do 5 of the 6. We'll try it, and we won't spend a lot of time on it though, because if we can get 5 of the 6 lubricated, then we should be fine to get the motor cranked over. We really do need to try to get them all out so we can get so there's no water. Look how much longer this is taking because I forgot my gun, my air nozzle. And it's not doing as good of a job as it if I would have my, there we go. Lesson learned. As long as you're learning something. I'll tell you what's funny too is I actually got down here and I was like, oh no, I forgot to check to see if I actually had the Marvel mystery oil in my truck. But luckily I did. That would have been a disaster. We'd have to drive all the way back. We're not too far from the house, maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It was a quick jaunt this morning, which is why I volunteered to come down here. I told Wiley, I said, it's close to the house, I'll run down there. Okay, we can at least see what we're doing now. This one right here, this one in the, this number, this one's gonna be the kicker. I don't think we're gonna need to pull the, oh, maybe we will have to pull these lines off, or at least loosen them. Spray some PB Blaster on there, liquid wrench. You know, PB Blaster bought liquid wrench. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. It's gonna soak everything in it. Smells a little different than the old liquid wrench stuff. Alright, here we go. We got this tool roll here. I'm not sure if I'm sold on it yet or not. I'm looking for another one. The one that the wrenches originally came in, the plastic tore on them. Let's see when you, I don't know if I like this flip up design here, see? Try 9/16. Oh, these things are loose as a goose. Maybe that's a good sign, huh? Yeah, maybe that's a good sign that we're going to have an easy time getting these things off here. Or maybe it's a tease. Sucker! No, it's super easy. So far, the fuel lines are going to be easy. Just tedious. Uh-oh, are both of them turning? Let's see. No, just this is okay. We can do that. Well, I wish that air intake hose wasn't there. I wonder what the book time is on pulling injectors on a John Deere. Any logging equipment mechanics out there watching this? What's the book time on that? But man, what you talking about book time? We just do it ourselves in the shop and get it done when we get it done. Come on, baby. What am I got to loosen that one first? I only probably have to loosen one side, or take one side off and then leave it connected. Maybe. Come on, let's go. Man, it's so humid this morning. Alright. Go to the next size up. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Alright, let's see what these are. Those are probably 5/8. Oh, there's a wrong slot. 3/4. Can it be? Is it going to be this easy all day? Let's hope so, huh? Alright, so now, let's see what size that. Way to go, John Deere. Literally every bolt associated with that is a different size. Way to think about the... Actually, do I need to... Yeah, I need to do that. Alright, we're going to spray those down just a little more. I sprayed some more penetrating oil on that. I'm going to let it set for a few more minutes while I work on these other ones. I bet I could take that off first and then have more room. Wow. There we go. It ain't really a hard job. It's just awkward. You just gotta hold your mouth right a lot of times, you know what I mean? I probably take all these off to get a little more room. Then maybe once I get all the fuel lines off of it, I have room to access the return lines a little easier and pull the injectors back. Alright, there's 4 of the 6. Let's try to get these last 2. Do all the easy ones first. Take us to the top. You would think that the ones that are the easiest to reach would be the tightest ones, because you wouldn't, you know, whoever put them on or whatever didn't have any issues connecting them. end up having to take them all off. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We will see. Might be able to put a socket on those injector, the actual injector itself. Alright. That's disconnected. One more fuel line to take off, and then 2 more injectors. I think somebody actually came out with a ratcheting line wrench. Got like a little slot, you know, to put over the line, and then the actual inside ratchets. I thought I saw that on like a Facebook advertisement or something. Alright, cool. I about fell off the tractor. There's a lot of centrifugal force moving that way. We got her undid. Ooh, that would have been not fun at all. How much water do you think this thing's gonna have in it when we turn it over? I bet a lot. Okay, so there's 2. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try busting this thing loose and see if I can have any luck on it. Getting it back will be fun too, you know. I wonder if a stubby will work. Like I say, getting it back on might prove to be challenging. I got a good friend I go to church with. His name's Brandon. He started a YouTube channel. It's called Can't Never Could. I'll put a link right here. After the video, if you guys will go check him out, he's trying to get his channel up to be a YouTuber. To get paid on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. At the making of this, he's got 450 subscribers and I don't know, maybe 800 hours or so. But I told him I'd give him a shout out to try to help him. Was it this one? Yeah. 11/16. I don't think I have to take these off. I think they can come off with the injector. Maybe I do have to take those up. Alright, let me go get a, was it a 9/16? Is that what that bolt was? No. Half inch. Yeah. Alright, let me go get a 1/2 inch socket.
Follow us on our other platforms at Hamiltonville Farm.
Alright, I'm going to get a 13, I'm going to get a 1/2 inch, but I'm also going to get, I'm going to look for a smaller one. I'm going to get a 13 and a 14. Let's look for just a smaller socket. Half inch, 12 point right here. Yeah. Let's try this and see what happened, Captain. I knew it. So we can get these turned so we can actually access the, I may have to take those lines off because these have to turn so I can access it with the socket. And I need a very short extension. Alright, be right back. Add an extension to this thing and see if that's going to help us any. Alright, let me get a breaker. Let's see. This will probably work. There we go. Come on. We're going to try this first one, see how it goes. Now there should be, now that I've got the fuel line off, the return line, the fuel line, and the holder down, or the clamp or whatever it's called, the bracket. Now we should just be able to lift that injector out. I mean, we're going to use like a lady's heel or whatever they call it. But that injector should pop out of there. So we're about to find out. Let me go get something to pry it up with. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can just pry up on it somehow or another. I don't really like I don't want to bungle up those threads on that, so that wouldn't be good. Man, that budging. And I don't know. I'll tell you what I'm concerned about is not only is it corroded up in there, but there's just no good leverage. No good leverage. Wow. And I mean, where do you grab onto it? If I had the slide hammer, where would I grab onto it? Let's see. Let's see if it would fit through the top, going through the top here. No, it can't go through the top because the hood is in the way. Might have to take this on. I can't, I don't have the stuff to take this off with. And just make sure I don't get on those threads. If I get on those threads, those return lines will never go back. Don't hate my homemade pliers now. My homemade slide hammer. Might need to go get a hammer. Let me go get a longer pry bar and a hammer. We get one that will stick out there a little further. Heck, we might as well take all of them. See if we can stick it up under here. Yeah, right there. That might work. That might work. Is that working, y'all? I can't tell. I don't know if that's working or not. See if I can put it somewhere else. But man, I'm so scared of. I'm really scared of doing this, to be honest with you. Man, that ain't budging. Okay. Let me spray it with some PB Blaster. And try it some more. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me get all these fuel lines off and stuff like we should. That way I can turn. I was hoping I didn't have to take all these off, but evidently I'm gonna have to. Which stinks, but I mean it is what it is. No big deal. Once I get all these off, these return lines off, I'll turn, I'll see if any of them actually come off easy. And if any of them come off easy, we'll take those out. And then let the other ones sit. Why are you not coming out? (11/16). There we go. Perfect. Yeah, like I say, it's not hard to take these off, so that's a good thing. What do you guys think about the new pitch clock in baseball? Any baseball fans out there? I stopped watching sports about 5 years ago after everything went woke, but I do keep up with the headlines. I know a lot of the true baseball fans just don't care for it. That one in the back might give me a little trouble, but that'd be alright. So I'm turning all these kind of perpendicular to the... I mean, do I take them off? I don't know. Now maybe I can get that one. There we go. This is definitely gonna make it easier to access the nut, the retaining bolt that holds the injector in place. Do what? Okay. Alright, there's the last one. What I'm doing is I'm simply setting them up here so that they get in the order that they came off. Now, like say I took this nut off here, I'll take this nut off, and those are what I call the retaining bolts. I don't know what they're technically named. And once I get all those off, then I'll try to pop the injector out, and if that don't work, then I've got a plan B. So far it's been relatively easy as far as, you know, access and all that goes, but now we just got to figure out how to get those injectors out. See, I mean nothing's really been like super tight and awkward or whatever. I might be jinxing myself though. Alright, there's this one. Again, putting it into order. I'm not sure that matters, but I'll put it into order that it came off. Do the easy one first. I can't even believe, if you haven't seen the first video of this, you're really missing out. Go back and check it out. It's skidder full of water, and man, I'm telling you what, it was crazy how much water we pulled out of this. And it's still, I mean, it's still, I wouldn't say it turned over, but it's not locked up, if that makes sense. So we couldn't get it to fire, but we're gonna get there. Wiley bought this machine, so we need to make sure we get it running for him. And one more. No, two more. Just kidding. Alright. Careful doing that. I don't want to strip that bolt off it. The head on that bolt. It was all leaned up. No cattywampus on there. There we go. I tell you what's fun, you guys, field mechanics and all that stuff. You guys get to do that, and you get to your job, you go. I've got to move cameras, got to bump cameras, you know, trying to get you guys the best shot. One more, which is going to be the most difficult one, but let's see if I can get my socket down in there somehow or another. Oh yeah. As bad as I think it is. See how I hit that camera right there? You guys ain't got to worry about that when y'all are working. May have to go get a longer ratchet. Hold on, yeah. Performance tool. So what's that? Tractor Supply. I don't know. But it's got a 3/8 drive on it here and a 1/2 inch drive on it here. I don't use it often, but I do like it. Let's see if it's going to fit in here. Might be too big to fit in here. No, it's good. There we go. Leverage. I love it. All right, so all the bolts are out. Now let's see if we can get an injector out. Everything that's holding the injector is no longer holding the injector. So let's see if we can pop them out now. I'll start with the long body. Oh, I think that's coming. Not unless that just... Not unless it's just this, the top of it is coming. See the actual, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. This part is actually rising, but I don't know if I don't see the elbow. You know, the elbow is right here from the injector itself, and it's not moving. So I don't think it's moving is what I'm telling you. Now maybe I could get a pair of vice grips, a slide hammer on that one. But I'm not, I can try. See, what y'all can't see is it goes at an angle, so you wouldn't get a true pull on it, if that makes sense. All right, let me try another one. There might be one down here that ain't stuck. That just scares me to death doing it on it. I don't know, fellas. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have to do it like we did. We'll have to do it like we did the excavator, and just we'll have to pour some Marvel mystery oil down it and let it sit for a few days. All right, so I've been working on this for a couple hours. It's just I can't get the injectors out. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call Wiley, tell him what's going on, and maybe me and him come back. I'll leave it setting in penetrating oil. And then, like, I'll come back tomorrow, and then the next day, like, over the next 3 or 4 days, I'll spray some penetrating oil on it. Then me and Wiley can go from there. But let me call Wiley and tell him what the plan is.
Not enough internet, was it?
How about you, driver? What are you doing?
Ain't doing nothing. How about you?
Yeah. Hey, I'm down here at the skidder, and I've got the, I got all the fuel lines off, got the return lines off, got the retaining bolts down, you know, that hold the injectors in place, and now I'm stuck at the injectors. I can't get the injectors out. So let me tell you my plan and see if it's something that works for you.
Okay.
How about I spray it in PB Blaster, liquid wrench, and let it set for a day, and then I'll come back tomorrow, spray it again, Sunday, spray it again, and then next week me and you can come down here and you use your man hands, and I can. Well,
hey, I may be up to coming tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Let it set overnight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's ready. I mean, the injectors are ready to pull. So
They just absolutely won't wiggle. They won't do anything.
No, I've got 3 pry bars and hammers and everything else on it. So.
Well, let's get close to lunchtime. I know what the problem is.
You a smart man, buddy.
I'm telling you, I already know.
Hey, listen, I might not say I'm going to go eat Mexican, but, you know, there's one between me and the house.
That's exactly right. But, yeah, if you want to, we'll talk back tonight. If you want to do it tomorrow, either we could do it Monday morning if you want to let it sit a couple more days.
All right. Well, I'll holler at you tonight and we'll figure it out. But I mean, I've got it caked down there now, so it's got a good dosing. But when I hang up the phone, I'll shoot it one more time, and then we'll be ready to go.
Okay.
All right, buddy. I'll see you. Bye. All right. So there we go. We're either going to come back tomorrow or Monday. Today's Friday. We're filming this on a Friday morning, and we'll let it sit. And I think that's a better option. Plus, Wiley might know some secrets to, like, how to, you know, because he may have done this before. You know, he's worked around 60, 68s his whole life. But anyway, so I appreciate you guys watching. Turn your notification bell on. Make sure you go follow my buddy Brandon over at Can't Never Could. You know, he's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized on YouTube. Can't Never Could. I appreciate you guys going over and checking him out, subscribing to his channel. Thanks for watching. God bless. Take care.